Distance Education at the UWI, The Journey to the Formation of the Open Campus, 1947 to 2009, by Sharon Ince-Christopher. This is a 70-plus year journey to fulfill the mandate of serving the underserved of the Anglophone Caribbean and bring distance education to the University of the West Indies. In 1947, though not by strict definition distance education, the University College of the West Indies, established in Jamaica as an affiliate of the University of London, was formed. As its name implied, it was intended to serve the people of all the West Indian islands that were colonies of England. The longest serving of the 9 Vice-Chancellors and active voices for the underserved in the Caribbean were Emeritus Vice-Chancellor Professor the Honourable Rex Nettleford, Emeritus Professor Lawrence Carrington, and Sir Philip Sherlock. In 1954, the Radio Education Unit was formed. It was an early unit of the new University College of the West Indies, the Department of Extramural Studies. It was a unique channel of adult education with social, political, cultural, historical, and academic programs. These programs were used in Jamaica and throughout the Caribbean in schools and teachers' training colleges. Recordings were also sent to various radio stations throughout the region. More serious attempts at distance education came later in the 1970s with the introduction of the prototype Challenge Examination Scheme. Again, though not true distance education, this was a program of regular outreach to non-campus countries through the School of Continuing Studies. This new concept was introduced at Mona campus. It enables students in non-campus countries to register to sit Part 1 of the degree program in the social sciences without attending classes on a campus or being provided with any significant support, such as library facilities from the universities. Candidates studied in their home on their own with some assistance from local tutors. After completing at least 4 of the 5 required courses, students would then enter Part 2 of their program on a campus. 1978, Esmond Ramazar was a visionary in calling for a reopening of the idea of establishing within the university an additional campus, an open campus, to address itself to 3 distinct areas of activity. These areas of activity were general adult education and training, external extension studies, and professional training and research in continuing and adult education. Wesley Barrett was a member of a team that trained pre-trained teachers in the In-Service Teacher Education Thrust program, which ran from 1973 to 1982. This used a distance education modality. In 1978, Pro Vice-Chancellor Lalor introduced satellite communications to Caribbean education and public service. Project Satellite, as it was called, was a 2-month demonstration of the use of satellite technology in education and public service. Working with a small but very dedicated group of persons that included Mrs. Alma Mokien, Mr. Tony Walling, and Dr. Heloise Lewis, video conferencing was done between UWI and the University of the South Pacific in the Fiji Islands. The success of Project Satellite gave rise to the Caribbean Regional Communication Study Project, which ran from 1979 to 1982. This was a feasibility study to determine if and how modern telecommunications could contribute to the university program. The caucus report formed the basis of the 1982 UWI distance teaching experiment, funded by USA. Challenge was absorbed by UWI-DITE, which was a telephone-based system, including telewriters and slow-scan TVs, which permitted courses to be taught by a combination of print material and teleconferences, with occasional video or audio supplements and some local support by way of tutorials or practicals. UWI-DITE began at Mona. Pro Vice-Chancellor Lalor was the primary driving force behind the decision to install an audio conferencing system to facilitate distance teaching in the university. With the CDB loan project and the formal adoption of dual mode, a board for distance education was created. It oversaw the development of a distance education center with a presence on all three campuses. Mellor and Marriott in 1986 described UWI as one of the first experiments in the developing world to provide education and outreach by means of an interactive telecommunication network. However, it wasn't until 1992 that the University Academic Committee decided that the University of the West Indies should become a dual-mode institution. To increase access, respond to environmental factors, and facilitate the pursuit of its mission to unlock the potential of the peoples of the region. A report by Renwick, Shale and Rowe in 1992 explicitly provided the policy justification and guidelines for making distance education an integral part of the university's higher education thrust. The decision assumed the following. Students would be able to access programs in face-to-face or in distance mode or a combination of both, and staff would treat the development and delivery of programs by distance as an integral part of their work and have this suitably recognized by their faculties. Initially, the system linked the three campuses to two non-campus countries, namely St. Lucia and Dominica. Other sites were added so that by 1993, 11 non-campus countries were being served, as well as several off-campus sites in Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. Independent of units directly responsible for distance education, but utilizing the same teleconferencing facility generously funded by the British Development Division, the then Faculty of Agriculture embarked in 1994 upon a master's program in agriculture and rural development, using material from Way College which it revised for local conditions. They also planned an innovative set of bilingual taught master's degrees to be offered in conjunction with institutions in the Dominican Republic, funded by the European Union under Lome 4, which also included a significant internet element, a portent of things to come in other areas of the UWI's distance education activity. The Board for Non-Campus Countries and Distance Education, created in 1996, was intended to be the agency which would address deficiencies and provide a stronger, more unified presence in non-campus countries, and therefore enable the university to demonstrate that its work in these countries was equal to its work on the campuses. This board directed the work of three units devoted to outreach: the Distance Education Center, the School of Continuing Studies, and the Tertiary Level Institutions Unit. It provided a forum whereby coordination of outreach undertaken directly by the faculties was sought. UWI evolved into the University Distance Education Center. UWI formalized UWI's determination to explore the usefulness of telecommunications network for education, outreach, and public service, since the Anglophone Caribbean region is spread over 99,000 square miles and is separated by 2,000 miles of water. UWI Professor Badri N. Cole, 1998 to 2003, and Professor Stuart Marshall, 2004 to 2007. The Council of the University of the West Indies approved the development of an open campus in April of 2007. In 2009, the formal inaugural induction of the first UWI Open Campus principal took place, Professor Hazel MacDonald Simmons. She described the Open Campus as a campus for the times, a campus for the future.